Hello everyone and welcome to prompt number 141. Here we go. Let's just get into it. I have no jokes for ya. And we have, oh gosh, we have 3. Something that comes in pairs. Alright, open. Box of chocolates and brick wall. Alright, that's a combination. Here we go. So something that comes in pairs can mean both a literal something like a pair of socks or a pair of shoes, a pair of glasses, which is really weird because glasses, I guess technically they're 2 lenses, but it's like one object, so whatever, you get the picture. So we have a pair of pants, scissors, handcuffs, headphones, eyeballs. Basically, I was just sketching a bunch of different things that came in pairs just to get an idea of what to draw, because when I opened this book to this page, I had no idea what I was going to do and just nothing came right to mind. So even after doodling all of these objects and things, I still had no idea what I was going to do. I also did something like pairings, like something that pairs together. When it said something that comes in pairs, I thought like a pair of socks, something that comes in 2s. But then it made me think, I guess technically it could be like a pairing, like a peanut butter and jelly, those things pair together. I guess I could have done something like cheese and wine. It's a pairing, it comes in a pair, right? So just something that comes with something else and not necessarily a match. Sketching a box of chocolates was kind of boring, and then a brick wall, and still nothing was coming to mind, so I sketched a pair of strange creatures just to see if something could come to mind. And nope, nothing yet, so I decided to sit on this one for a couple of days just to see if anything came to mind. So after a little bit of thinking, I didn't really come up with anything super exciting or super creative, but I did come up with something I thought was kind of silly, and I'm all about that silly art, and also it's very time appropriate. It's a Halloween costume, and because Halloween is in less than 2 weeks, I thought this would be really fun to theme the drawing to the month. So what better costume than like a couple's costume, like costumes that pair together. Get it? Ha! Pair, it's the prompt. I'm sorry. Anyway, this isn't a couple's costume. What I decided to go with was a box of chocolate, but not the box of chocolate that you would think as Forrest Gump. So originally I was thinking a couple's costume that was a box of chocolate, and of course Forrest Gump. So when you think box of chocolates, and by you, I mean when I think of box of chocolates, I normally think of the quote from Forrest Gump about a life of... I messed that up. Life is a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. So that is what I thought about when I thought of box of chocolates. But you guys know my rule is no fan art. I like to see if I can come up with my own ideas. So I didn't go with that one, and I thought I would design a dad who was in a costume that was a box of chocolates, but not the box of chocolates in a traditional sense like Valentine's Day chocolates or fancy chocolates. This is a box of chocolates like M&M's or just literally any candy that you take to the theater, and it's technically a box and there's technically chocolates in it. It's just not what you think of when you think a box of chocolates, but it's still a box of chocolates. Did I say box of chocolates enough yet? So we have our dad who is literally just kind of dressed up in a box that has been painted to look like a giant candy box. I named it Candy, and their slogan is chocolate, but not in a can. And then at the bottom, because the chocolate kind of looked like beans coming out of a can, they have an asterisk and it says also not beans. So it's not the best chocolate company out there, but maybe this wasn't actually a real chocolate company. Maybe this is like a dad joke on Halloween, and the dad thought he was being hilarious and punny when he created his costume. So that's what the dad is wearing. And a secret between you and me, he's completely buck naked under there, so no underwear, nothing. So then moving on to the children's costumes, if you're wondering what his kids are wearing, I guess this could also technically be a pair, so there's 3. I guess a pair, is a pair only 2? Anyways, so the kids are the chocolate nuggets that are coming out of the box. And we have 3 kids here. I just wanted to make this illustration really simple and really mess with style and simplicity and shapes. I've been having a lot of fun with my figures just looking really stupid and really pushing their goofiness. I've noticed myself more and more not including the nose when I want to make a very simple, I guess, style of a character, so I've been leaving the nose out and just really messing up those eyes. So the little girl's eyes are just, one is just in the atmosphere of Earth and the other one is down in heck. What was I talking about? So we have 3 kids. We have our baby, which is actually my favorite. I think babies are just the stupidest and most fun to stylize. The baby's also angry because that's what babies do. They cry. They're always upset. He's just so chunky in his little costume. And I was actually so close to giving this baby blood splatters because the baby just looks kind of evil. And I thought, well, if this is a Halloween illustration, what's more mysterious and spooky than a blood-covered baby that probably murdered somebody? But then I decided, let's just keep this one wholesome. It's a nice little family portrait. Let's not go make the baby a zombie baby. Maybe next week, as we get closer to Halloween, I will make spookier illustrations. But for now, our baby is just an angry baby. We have our redhead little girl. I just love her huge poofy hair. It's just so cute. And she's just so happy to be with her dad. Originally, I was having her fist bump her dad, but I could not get the dad's hand right. So unfortunately, I just had to make him giving peace signs. And the little girl is holding a bucket of candy. I like to think that maybe the mom is taking their group photo because the mom, maybe she just has a chocolate costume on, so she wants to get the dad and the kids in because it's cuter. And our last kid is the little boy who's going through a phase where he's embarrassed by his dad, so he's kind of standing off to the side, really angry and embarrassed, and just kind of giving his dad an evil look because he's just so bitter and holding a grudge against his dad for making him wear this very embarrassing costume because the kids at school call him Turd Boy. Or is it a coconut? I think it looks like a little turd. Let me know in the comments if you have any clever rhyming names for this kid. What would his name be? If his name was... There's no name that rhymes with turd, or am I just blanking? Herb? Herb the Turd? That's not good. Anyways, let me know in the comments if you guys have any great names to make fun of this poop costume for this kid. It's chocolate, but you know kids. So there is our lovely family portrait. I spent this whole time talking about it. So as usual, I kind of had that orange and blue color scheme, which you guys know I'm super obsessed with. Oh, and the brick wall I put on the outside. Originally, I was going to have the brick wall a circle on the inside, and then I thought it would be cute if they were poking around it. So I don't know how I feel about it, but it's kind of cool having the white space in the center instead of on the outside. So let me know if you like that I kind of reversed the circle situation. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed my silly family portrait Halloween costume situation. On to the end card for you guys' prompts. Last week we had Briar Patch and sushi, and I swear you guys make me feel so embarrassed. You're so creative, and my ideas feel so stupid. So let's look at our first featured artist. We have Capuchin Pentel. I just love the limited color palette on this one. Everything's black and white and very extreme. And then we have our green vines from the Briar Patch, and I really love the contrast and just that little pop of color. It was really cool. Speaking of pop of color, our next featured artist is Yiklim. I'm so sorry. I just love your take on this prompt. We have a sushi chef who is approaching this briar patch that is actually winding fish. And it's just so colorful. It's so interesting visually. And it's just so fun. I loved this piece. I just stared at all the little details and scales for so long. And the little chef, he's so cute. And that is that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I can't wait to see what you do for this prompt. and I'll see you in the next video. Stay golden. Bye!